Okay, excuse my very red face. I am very warm right now. But I bought a very nice palette yesterday. It's the Total Eclipse from W7. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I swatched it a little bit last night. And the colors are absolutely beautiful. And I wanted to play a little. I haven't played with makeup in forever. Yes, I shaved off my eyebrows again. They were growing out and I didn't want them there. I'm gonna list every product that I use down in the description if you are interested. A lot of it is budget brands like W7 or Glam of Sweden. And Glam of Sweden, what I know, is a very local brand right here. So I don't know if it's available in other countries. But from what I've tried, it's fairly good. Like, I mean, I've tried better. But for the price point, absolutely. So I'm a kind of girl that starts with my base, like my entire face, because I cannot put on brows without anything on them. I tried that the day after I shaved off my eyebrows and everything just slid off. It was not a good look. I had very patchy eyebrows. And I was thinking, since I have now put up videos for like a month, like maybe it's time to get to know me. Like, why should you be watching my videos? My answer is I don't know. I don't understand why people want to watch my videos. I am here to entertain myself, basically, and to learn a new skill. I wanted to learn editing, and I'm still not good at it, but I'm getting better, hopefully. So, my name is not Harvey, obviously. The name Harvey comes from my childhood. We had a cat, a very sweet little cat. If you have a cat, you have probably seen when they seemingly run around and play with something that's invisible. We call that invisible friend Harvey. And that name just stuck with me. I have no idea why we called it Harvey or where it came from, but that's Harvey. I'm the invisible friend. A lot of us have one username that we use everywhere. And I kind of do. Like, my Twitter is working for CIA, but I kind of wanted to step away from that a little. I am 26 years old. I live in Sweden and I come from Sweden. I am scared / disgusted by bananas. I hate bananas more than anything else, to the point where people have tried to prank me with bananas, and I have just not gone anywhere near them. At my last job, I sat right next to my boss, and when I came to work in the morning, there was a banana at my desk. So I asked my boss to remove the banana because I couldn't get close to my desk. I wouldn't. I hate the smell, I hate the taste, I hate everything about the banana. This does not cross over onto other similarly looking things. Like, I like hot dogs, I like other phallic things, not naming names. I have 2 dogs, Lilo and Bella, which hopefully you've seen. They have one very dedicated video just for them, and then I have the Lilo video. I've had Lilo since she was a puppy, and Bella is a rescue that I had the pleasure of dog sitting for a while. And then, like, first time I met her, I just fell in love with her because she is the most weird, she's the weirdest dog that I have ever met. But I just fell in love with her from day one. And when her then owner said that she wanted someone to have her 50% or 100% of the time, I said, well, I take her. That's not even a question. I'm gonna take that dog because goddamn, I love that dog. So I did. It was initially just a 50-50 thing, but then she just stayed. They are two very different dogs. One day I sat at work trying to figure out something that was kind of similar between the two, and I couldn't. I really couldn't. And I got away from makeup a little. I was having a really tough time at the job I was having, and I didn't have the energy to do any of this, so I just stopped. Like, from one day to another, I went from putting on makeup and wanting to buy more makeup and playing with it to I don't want to anymore. And it's sad because it feels like I left a part of myself. I like playing with makeup, and both beauty and like they dabble a little in FX stuff. I love that. Like, I don't live for makeup, but I like it. And it is an artistic freedom to just play. You can do whatever you want, like shave your eyebrows and put your eyebrows up here if you want. My favorite color is black and hollow. I love hollow. I just love hollow so much. To the point that I cannot go into a store, see something hollow, and not point it out and want to buy it. That's a little bit of the reason. That's a little bit of the reason why I kind of wanted this. Not only because this is not just a nude palette. That is an eyebrow. It looks weird when I only have one eyebrow. I started to look for a palette, an eyeshadow palette, a while ago when I started to feel like, okay, I want to go into makeup again, and everything that I had before was either like long overdue being thrown out, or was like this. Only matte, only color. So I wanted a palette that gave me a lot of option, but all of the palettes that I found were nude. I don't like nude palettes because I cannot have fun with them. It's gonna be the same eye look every time. And like, if you're gonna do a nude eye look, like the ones that I think of, might as well not do them at all. I want it to show up, I want it to pop, I want it to sparkle, I want color, I want something to play with. And then I found this. Yes, it's a nudie. It's a nudie palette, but it has great sparkles and some other color options. It's got the really light blue one, like a dark purple brownish color, and all of the sparkles. And I did a little swatching yesterday, and oh my god, They were absolutely gorgeous. I live with my fiance Jack, who is a very fantastic human being. Okay, so I'm going in to that one, Cassiopeia. That's like a kind of base color, and see. We've been together for 4 years now. So, you know, if we ever break up, I have to kill him because he knows too much. And vice versa. So I'm going into the Little Dipper, I think. Lilo is 6 years old. She is an Amstaff Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I've had her since she was a little puppy, and she was a very cute little puppy. The mama's used to sit. Oh, thank you for the burp. That was a good burp. You are making it very hard. You are cute. Oh, that looks so different on camera. As for Bella, yeah, she's a rescue. I don't know a lot about her past because she is a rescue. Like, I have met Lilo's mother, and my ex that I got Lilo with met her dad. Like, we met the family. Bella, however, she's a different story. Yeah. You're a different story. Thank you. I love you. I've had her for, 5 years? Yeah, I've had her for 5 years this year. And I find, like, at least for us, it's just better not knowing a lot about the dog. I don't want to know the trauma. Like, I notice trauma when she first came home to us. She was very scared of men, mainly. It was just men. She has had her accidents. One that I got particularly mad about. I worked further up in the country, and during the day I left them at daycare. Both of the girls I left at daycare. Everything was good. I told them, like, she is a rescue. She has problems with men. She has had incidents in the past. We don't need to go there unnecessarily. And in the beginning, it was kind of fine. They were taking it slow. She really liked one of the male caretakers. And then one day, the owner's husband decided to walk right into the enclosure where they had her and pet her. And the thing with her is that before, I should say, not now, but before, she could be pet, but when you stood up to not pet her anymore, she would get scared and bite. That had happened before, and I had warned the personnel. Like, I didn't keep any secrets from them. So when I came to pick her up, they told me that, well, yeah, my husband went in to pet her, and, you know, she bit her. He had to get stitches, and I was like, am I speaking to the air? I told you at the beginning what kind of issues she had, so you would know how to deal with her. It wasn't a surprise, right? Otherwise, the daycare was lovely. Bella was not happy of being left in an enclosure. because we dropped them off. They went on a long walk, and then it was nap time. Bella did not want to have nap time with the other dogs. So she ninja'd, and she ninja jumped, or better description is Mario jumped over the fence and the gates just to be with her daycare people. She's a little ninja. I would absolutely use a daycare again. I think it's a lovely service. I just think that I need to find a daycare that actually listens to me. Maybe now it's not an issue anymore. It's not a problem anymore. Yeah, I'm a big Halloween fan. I hate my birthday, I hate Christmas, don't ask. But I don't like those two things. I'm not particularly happy about New Year's either, since Bella is very scared of fireworks. We are usually calmly at home. Last year we watched all of the Lord of the Rings extended version, the only version in my book. Don't even talk to me about any other version. But Halloween, oh man, that's my jam. I love the fall. I love the leaves changing color. I love like that fall smell. I love pumpkins. I love tea. I love rain when I'm not in it. I just love everything about the fall. And then there's Halloween, and it's just lovely. We have a cabin. It was Jack's grandma's house that she and her husband built many years ago. But she has now passed, so that house now belongs to us. And if you walk, it's 20 minutes from the road to the house, gravel road, no lights, no nothing. It's just very heavy forest and like pens for cows and sheep. It gets very dark and very spooky, and I love it. This spring, we were up in the cabin, just me and Jack, for like 3 weeks. It was great. It was really great. And I started hearing like there was someone in the kitchen. It was just us and the dogs, no one else. It sounded like someone was walking around in the kitchen and touching stuff. That's what I heard. Jack couldn't hear it, or so he said. And whenever Jack heard something, he was just like, well, that's how settling noises. And I'm like, I can get that some sounds can be house settling noises, but not like that. No way, Jose. Okay, first off, I used the blue glitter, and then I went just over the warmer colors with the blue, just to cool them up a little, just so it wouldn't look like a bruise and glitter. But it would only happen when Jack was around, or when he was home. There was some instances where I was left alone. Thankfully I had the dogs, but I still had to take them out to go potty. But nothing happened when I was alone. That was kind of the spooky shit. And then it was one time where we were sitting on the couch, and there was kind of like a loud bang. Not like a firecracker or anything like that, not at all. It was just like something heavy dropped on the floor, kind of. And Jack looked at me like, was that you? I'm like, I'm sitting here in the same couch as you are. I have Lilo on top of me. How in the world would I be able to make that sound? Please tell me. but he denies it to this day that he heard it. And then like a week later, we were just visiting his mother's cabin. Like, it's a 15-minute drive away. So we were just visiting. And I believe it was Jack, like, she thinks it's haunted, whatever. And both his mother and her husband was just like, yeah, it is. I was like, no, it's not. Stop. And I just told them it was just small things. I wasn't really scared. It was just like I was aware. And they was like, yeah, have you smelled the smoke yet? Because his grandmother was a heavy smoker and she smoked inside. I was like, no, not yet. And I was like, well, it feels like it's only targeting me because Jack isn't hearing anything, and you know, it feels kind of weird, you know? And they were like, oh, she likes you. She always did that with people she liked. She teased you if she liked you. And I was like, well, now I'm flattered. Thank you. Like, just a couple of nights before we were supposed to go home again, I was taking a nap on the couch, or trying to take a nap on the couch, and I smelled the smoke. It was like someone was sitting right next to me, smoking inside. Hadn't smelled any type of smoke whatsoever during the 3 weeks that we were there, but all of a sudden I could smell it. I'm not saying that I'm scared of ghosts, but I'm a little scared of ghosts. I'm gonna try something different, just going in with the light blue. So I did just the light blue, and then I'm gonna go in with the purple just to darken it a little and tie it all together. Like, I can really tell that I need different brushes, because it feels like that's the hindrance for this palette. I like it. The pigment for the matte isn't the best, but I think that is a large part my skills and my tools. Now my question here, could I use this as highlight? I mean, it's hard to blend, and I also have other colors, so that maybe was stupid to do. I'm gonna try on this side. I mean, don't look at that side. I only use felt tip, and I love the felt tip liners that are kind of stiff, like Kat Von D's old one and Too Faced. I had both of those, but they were really old, so I had to throw them out, unfortunately. But I mean, eyeliner always makes things better. I don't have any eyelashes because I don't know how to use them, so there's that. I used to do the eyelash extension, and then 2020 happened and everything went to shit, and now I'm back to just using mascara. Just putting on the liner and the mascara made this 100 times better. Now for the lip. I kind of want to go dramatic, but also I kind of don't. So maybe Misfit, because I feel like this can maybe be a little too much. Impossible. But it's just No, I think that's enough. That's like kind of perfectly enough. Because it's not pow in your face, but it's not too much, because I think that a nude could be a little too little and this be a little too much. I love these dark colors, but I rarely use them. This needs some beauty shots though. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you're new here, please subscribe, leave a comment, like, whatever. But yeah, this is just me doing my makeup for, like, really doing my makeup for the first time in forever. And having some fun. And just letting you get to know me a little. Just thank you so much for watching, and please come back.